Hello everyone and welcome back to Mentos Plays Spelunky. This is literally immediately after that last run that we had. If you haven't watched it, you might want to. It is easily my most successful Spelunky run that I have ever personally had. We got to the black market, we got the Ankh, we survived into the temple. Obviously a lot of spoilers for the last episode right there. But yeah, it was easily my most successful Spelunky run ever. Our score wasn't that great because after getting the Ankh, I just kind of proceeded to speed through a lot of the levels, which led to me, only ending up with like 20,000. I can't tell if I can get in here easily, and I want this crate. Crate served us very well last run. I think we got like 2 bomb boxes out of crates. We could have gotten in there without a bomb, but oh well. Actually, no, we couldn't have, because we couldn't have accessed this area without a bomb. Blew my parachute I just got because I missed the ladder. Kill that bat. Didn't actually mean to whip the damsel. Although it does make me wonder, one thing that I've never actually seen anyone do, when you have the Kapala and you can collect blood for health, can you just whip the damsel a couple times so it's right before death, collect the damsel's blood, and fill up your cup to get more health? Because that'd be a good way to manipulate the system. Just borderline kill the damsel each time to get all their blood they had to offer, and then proceed to oh god, I hit the wrong button. And then proceed to get like double health from the damsel. This run is not starting off nearly as well as the last one did, that's for sure. But it's also not starting off too poorly, I guess. I mean, we are almost up to 16,000 already. And that's not a bad start. Oh, I can't honestly get back there without using a rope. That's disappointing. I am burning through resources like they're nothing, but I guess that's what you gotta do. That was a mistake. I did not mean to throw a bomb there. I meant to whip. But I still mess up my controls sometimes. So that bomb bag did give us a benefit of 1 bomb in the end, which we are pretty much going to immediately turn around to come in here, I think. Oops. Not worth it. Not even worth trying to get that turned into a diamond. Okay, so on to the second floor. We're not in the best position, but we aren't in the worst position either. We do only have 1 rope. That's probably the worst thing about this run so far. Because I need that rock in order to get to this gem here, and this one up here. That crate would take a couple of bombs to get to, and that's not worth it. At first I thought this was a snake pit level and I had missed it, but now that I look at it, it's definitely not. We do need to drop this down here, even though the doggy was going to take the damage for us anyway, because he is our bestest friend in the whole wide world. He takes arrows to the chest for us like nothing, but if he takes a hit from that one, that is not good. And we don't want to go down that way or else we block our path, so we're going to go down there. And then we are going to bounce over here. We're going to jump up, make the spider drop. You know what, let's have some fun on this run. It's been a while since I've done a killing the shopkeepers run. I don't think I've done one on camera yet. So we might as well give it a shot, see what happens. Get it? Give it a shot. Give it a shot with the shotgun. Yes, I did pick that turn of phrase on purpose. So for those of you who don't know, since I haven't done this on video yet, when you murder the shopkeepers, or try to steal from them in general, whether you kill them or not, they become very vengeful, and they will wait for you at the end of every level, going forward, to try to kill you with their shotguns. And that makes things very difficult, but obviously every shop that you come across, you can kill the shopkeeper in there, and that will allow you to get more items without having to have gold to spend on them. And of course, if you're going for a high score run, by way of not having to spend money to get items, you do increase your chances of putting up a high score because you are getting everything that you're buying for free. We do need to use a bomb to get our shotgun back, which is unfortunate, but well worth it. Just drop that right there. And now we gotta do one of the more difficult things in Spelunky, which is, well, get out of this web. And then, oh, that actually went very well. If you just barely jump up the ledge at the, perfect. Shopkeeper killed himself on the spikes eventually. Damsel is over there. That might be worth a rope. He dropped some gold that we can pick up for some high scoring. Parachute doesn't help me. If it was more ropes, we could have sacrificed the damsel. But yeah, I think we are going to use our last rope to get over here, grab this little bit of gold, and grab the damsel. And this should be beneficial to us. Drop our shotty down, pick up the damsel, and on we go. So we aren't in the best shape this run, but it's a fun little kill the shopkeepers, be silly run. And for that, it's going pretty well. Perfect. Killed 3 with 1. That arrow trap had already gone off. Not like I could have set it off myself if I tried. Ooh. So I killed our doggy, unfortunately, but we're also going to kill this shopkeeper. I was hoping that we could save the dog, but I had no choice but to kill it if I wanted to get rid of that shopkeeper. And as much as I didn't necessarily have to, I wanted to simply because if I hadn't, he might have found a way to work himself out of there and come after me. And if he started bouncing through the level without me knowing about it, it would have been very bad for us. Do we have a way back up there? No, we do not, because we have no ropes. I was going to say we could have, if we had ropes, we could have essentially, what was I going for? We could have, there we go. God, why can I not think of what I'm going for here? If we had ropes, we could have gone back up there, grabbed the shopkeeper's body and the doggy's body, and sacrificed them both to Kali down here. But that's something that's not in the cards for us due to my earlier abusal of ropes. And there's that guy in there who has those couple of chests. He would cost us way too much to get to be worth it. So now here's the hard thing, is that the shopkeeper down here is right over in our way of trying to check if the key to the chest is over there. We have the chest as it is, but we need to get rid of that shopkeeper if we want to have a chance to... Oh, perfect. Perfect. We just need to bring this chest over with us. If the key isn't over here, that's very disappointing because we have no way to get back up. The key is in here. We do have enough bombs to get in there. So this could be a very different style of black market run coming up for us. I don't know if we're going to survive that long, obviously, but I kind of hope we do. We need to drop... Oh, that was the wrong button. No, drop our shotgun. Now there is another shotgun right down here, which we can pick up without having to go back past the ghost and move on. We almost have a new high score. Some of my equipment broke. Give me 10,000 to replace it. No, you know what? We can't. I mean, I could, but I really, really want to hold on to this gold to try to set a new high score. Because if I set a high score in a run where I'm killing shopkeepers, I would find that kind of funny, and so I want to make it happen. We could get to the damsel there, but we would need a bomb. Ooh, the black market is close by. Well, it's on this level at least. Where are you, Mr. Black Market? I saw a single bleep. Oh, I was trying to jump again. It wouldn't let me jump. Okay, well that run went decently well. It didn't turn out being a high score because I didn't apparently hit the button quick enough to jump, even though I was hitting it pretty repeatedly, which is one of those crappy things where it's kind of, you have to time it perfectly to when you will be able to jump again. And since I was apparently still on the landing point when I was pounding it, it wasn't really doing anything for me. And so we will restart here. Have a more traditional run where we aren't going to be quite as crazy, most likely. Oh, that didn't start off well. Oh, come on. That was like a 10-second comedy of errors right there. Just fell down, made the skeleton turn around and hit us. Oh, come on. Now my play is just getting sloppy. My play is just getting horribly sloppy. But that last one, I mean, I didn't even realize that the skeleton would turn around, so... Poor Spelunky dude, I just keep getting him killed in the worst of ways. And we are going to push this thing down so we can see if there's anything valuable over here. That gold ingot is going to be destroyed when that falls down, so no, there's not. Grab this though, grab this over here. Let's get our head back on. Let's do this. We can make it. We made it to the temple on the first run of the day. We can do it again. Well, not first run of the day, but first run on camera of the day. I think being on camera brings out the best of me at first, and then it just starts to fall apart. Because I start to feel stupid about the way I died, and... Thank you, Norden, for trying to screw me over. I hate when things do that, like, oh, this program is using a high amount of CPU. Who would have guessed that a game would use a lot of computer resources? Hey guys, how's it going? Are you guys having as much fun with this as I am right now? It's a horrible thing about Spelunky, it breaks you. There are very few other games that have the same kind of effect on your psyche as Spelunky. You're just like, man, I did so good that one run, but now I can't do anything. And then you feel horrible, and you're like, I should just, like, quit life. And then you're like, wait, that's a stupid thing to say, and you're like, I don't care, it's true, and you're like, no, it's not. And you're in this whole big argument with yourself about whether that's a good point or not, and it turns silly, and suddenly you're talking about, like, how potatoes would be the silliest way to, like, blow up a computer, and then you're like, how would you even do that? And you're like, I don't know. I just know that if you shoved enough potatoes into a computer and it heated up enough that the potatoes would cook and they would expand, and then the computer would just kind of fall apart. Which wouldn't really be exploding, mind you, but it would be kind of similar to exploding. I mean, the computer wouldn't work anymore, I can tell you that much. There are enough cooked potatoes in there to expand and make it kind of break its casing. I don't think that computer is ever going to work again, in fact. I think you've pretty much screwed that computer. 7,000 on the first floor isn't great, but it's also the first floor. You know what, we are going to buy a bomb bag. We aren't going to buy paste, because we're going to get that right down here. Which hopefully this bomb will work for. No. That one will, though. You dick! Spelunky! That was one of the most ridiculous deaths I think I have ever had. First, for some reason, the webs fall apart before the bomb blows up, which they usually last long enough for. And the big spider is chasing me, so I run down, and a bat hits me and knocks me unconscious. Then hits me again. Yarr! I hate you, Spelunky! I hate you so much! Oh man, this is not going well. We did so good that first run. I was so excited. I'm like, we're gonna make some progress in Spelunky today. And we did make some progress in Spelunky today, don't get me wrong. But then all that progress just kinda got washed away by like the worst play I have ever put out in this game. So we got a boomerang and a parachute. Not what I was looking for in those two crates I just wasted a bomb and a rope to get to. Not at all what I was looking for. So we got this up here. There is that crate up here, which we can go get. We just gotta slow it down a bit. Just gotta know what we're doing a little bit better. Another boomerang. These crates have been so fruitful for us. There's some ropes, that's at least something more valuable. I mean, a boomerang's not bad to have, but all things considered, it's not exactly a weapon that I would say is worth more than anything that is normally in the crate. You know, if like the plasma cannon had popped out of that crate, then I would have been like, F yeah! But for a boomerang, not quite so much. Knock this down here, grab our boomerang again. There's another crate. We've gotten like a record number of crates to have this low of resources. Like, how often do you see someone get this many crates in a run and still have only 2 bombs and 5 ropes? It's not very often. So despite that little bit of stupidity and the fact that we're going to have to use our rope as well to get this damsel, we are going to keep going here, because I am tired of killing myself in the most inane way possible. And we are going to drop Mr. Damsel down. Once he goes in, we are going to drop a bomb down, which will open up that crate. It should have some bombs. That's a good improvement. That boomerang is the proest boomerang ever because it turns backwards again. And we are on to the next floor. So entering floor 2, we aren't in the worst shape that we have ever been in. We could be doing better, but we got 15,000 gold, we got 3 health, we got a boomerang, like 4 boomerangs. Well, no, 2, but you know what I mean. Like, look at how precision guided that boomerang is. Could you imagine if we had boomerangs like that in the real world? Nobody would ever use a gun again. They'd be like, why would I use a gun when my boomerang can come back from anything? Just keeps going through enemies and it comes right back to me even if I run around in the meantime. It's the best invention of all time. And see, now that time the web didn't disappear before the bomb blew up like it normally doesn't. So I'm not sure what happened on that one run, why my bombs were just kind of falling out of the web before they blew up and killed the spider. I'm not really sure why that was happening, but either way, we are doing okay on this run, I would say. This boomerang is turning out to be decently useful. Can't get up there, can't get up to those. And I don't know where the damsel is, so we are just going to move onwards. Let's see now, what has floor 3 got to offer us? It's got this area over here with some gold. I don't know if that's really worth the bomb would cost to get there. We do have a secret character down here. Is there an easy route to enter that? There's not really an easy route because it's covered with 2 scorpions, but oops. We do have this boomerang that's going to make these guys much easier. And we have unlocked our first hidden character. is going to be Miss Purple Girl. And then I killed the new character because, honestly, when you have those guys running around with you, it seems like a good thing, but a lot of times they can steal your weapons or steal from shops and make it really hard to... Oops. And make it really hard to survive and beat the game. So as much as it would be nice to have... Oh god, that did not plop where I thought it was going to. I wanted you to go up to the top there. That's still not exactly what I was going for, but we'll use another rope to get up here, unfortunately. So yeah, I probably should have just gone into this area to begin with. I didn't want to waste a bomb to go in here. I ended up wasting like 3 bombs and a rope. So obviously not the best decision I've ever made. But yeah, the characters that you can unlock, as well as the hired help guys, who you can find in shops sometimes, they tend to cause more problems for runs than they help, from my experience. You know what, I think the key was over here, and I don't know if there's going to be a way to get there. 'Cause I saw the key, right? Not down there, it was over beneath this. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use a few bombs to get down here, and as well as our last rope. That's not too concerning though. There's also the damsel down there. We might have to leave our boomerang alone because I think we're going to be running really close to having the ghost on our tail. But we could use another bomb here. I think we're far enough away to survive. Good. I should have taken that damsel with me. I'm an idiot. And we are going to grab damsel. Toss her down here. Hopefully she stays alive because I want to sacrifice her. And oh god, the ghost is coming. Climbing gloves, that's a big help actually. Perfect. And I am going to also buy some bombs and get out of here before the ghost gets here. Whew! That got real close there at the end. But we are in a better position now than we were not so long ago. The climbing gloves are going to help make up for our low ropes. Obviously not a complete replacement. We could still use some more ropes, but in terms of just, you know, keeping us going for a while, this will help out immensely. That scorpion kind of worries me, as is that caveman. We are going to have to go down that way though. We can just kind of sneak around the back and then toss a bomb on this dude, which will give us some more gold. Oh, I didn't realize there was another spider dropping down there. So that was me being rather silly. We want to make sure that we're out of range of this spitting cobra. Sneak up behind him, whip him in the back. Not sure if this is from that arrow trap or not. It is. Oh god, the climbing gloves just confused me so much, and then I got myself killed. Oh man. I had to run up the ladder because the climbing gloves kind of made me jump myself across instead of up over the spikes like I planned to. And then I ended up kind of just not thinking ahead, and that didn't end well. So, I think we'll call this episode quits. There were some positive things, that's for sure. We've only got 40 deaths on this version. I think I've only got like 200 on the other version. We've already made it to the temple, which isn't a bad thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you on the next episode, where I will hopefully be doing much better than I did in this one. And have a good one, everyone. I'll see you next time. Later.